Hey all, I'm back, ready to do another carving. This time I was cleaning out my workshop area a little bit, uh, and I found a whole bunch of wood that I had planned on doing something with, and I found this with some drawings on it. Um, to be honest, I don't even remember any of this, so I'm not sure. It looks like it's a house on a hill, kind of, with maybe some steps, and I don't know, but we'll see. I'm going to just go ahead and do it. It's a tiny little piece, maybe an inch by an inch and a half, and maybe 3 inches tall. Looks like pine, possibly. We'll see what happens. Let's give it a go and have some fun carving today. I have it all roughed out at this point. You can see that obviously I didn't make these exactly correct, but just wanted to get that cut out properly. Now I got to figure out which of this is going to be my front, which is the back. I'm going to call this the front with this hill that comes down. These are going to be stairs that come around and continue all the way around to ground level over here. So I will more than likely put the chimney more towards the back of the house and not at the front. I went ahead and put this bit on here to go ahead and get some heavy duty kind of aggressive removal of this, and we'll see where we are now. So I have this good and roughed out. I've got, this will be the front. The steps are going to come around this way, all the way around to the back. I'm going to show a little bit as if this building has a very deep basement down here. So I'm going to show some of that brick, or actually stone probably, down in here. Not sure what I'm doing back here yet. We'll see. Maybe a tunnel or a cave or something, I don't know. So right now I want to go ahead and draw some more detail on here so that I know where I'm going to go with this next, just so that I have some sort of basic idea of what I'd like to do. So we're going to go ahead and put a doorway right over here, also with a window right there. Of course, as I said, stairway that goes down there. We'll go ahead and we'll see if we can get 2 windows in over here, which I should be able to easily. I'm not going to do anything on the back because it's still a little bit wonky, so I'm going to leave that alone. I need to take this back right here, get rid of that, probably put a window in up there. Stone on the fireplace right there. For now, I think that's where we're going to go, just so I can get an idea of where I am and see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit more of a pointy bit, get in here and square up the corners of the door and of the windows. I am going to put a window back here, but I don't want to do anything yet until I get around to here and figure out all the rest of this. So I do know what I want to do here. I still might put a window in up here, not sure yet. Get a little more detail here and start doing the stairs coming down so I can see where we're going to go with all of this. Well, there you go. We've got us some stairs. We've got them coming down to here. We'll do some rock under here. This is going to probably be a wooden plank right along here. And then back to the stairs here, which will be, these will be wood as well. Sorry, all that'll be wood. I'm not sure, the reason this is like this, I'm not sure what I want to do here. If I want to have like a little bit of a shed coming off, I just don't know yet. I wanted a little funky, whimsical fireplace coming out of the top, the chimney. And then I'll be putting on, of course, I'll be putting on our shingles. They're going to be falling off and all that good stuff. So I'll probably take this and draw on this a little bit here later, or this evening. I'm kind of stopping for the night, and not that you're going to see any difference of when I come right back. You're not going to know that it was an entire day, but that's exactly what's happening. So I'll get going on this, and then we'll be back and we'll finish it up. Well, I'm not sure if you've noticed while I'm carving, and I probably should have come in and said something, because I did go in and, like I stated, I put some pencil marks on here of where I want boards to go and what have you. I've already done the shingles. The one thing you may have noticed is there's this line going around here. And I think what I want to try is I want to have the stairs, I want to have this walkway go all the way around here and then kind of be on opposite levels of this and come around to here and have this come around this way. Not sure how that's going to end up looking, but that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Well, I think that's going to be pretty fun. This set of steps goes down around to here, and then this set of steps is going to come down around to here. And I don't know how I'm going to connect the two yet, but we'll see. That was kind of fun. All right, so I think all I need to do now, I'm going to go ahead and I'll finish taking these stairs around here, and then put some details in on the siding for the house, figure out what's going to happen back here, and then it's just all details from that point forward. So cool. Let's get started. We are just about there. I've got the rock outcropping here. Of course, the stairs going down. I've kind of back cut them a little bit so that you can see a little bit better, more detail, that you can see the stairs from the side. Gives it a nice look. I have the lower portion completed, where you can come in on that very, very low basement. I do want to put rocks in here. I need to do something on this side. I feel that this one looks pretty good. I'm trying to decide here how I want to handle this part. I think I'll put more rocks on here. I may want to just leave this, maybe put like boards coming down or something, I don't know, just to give it some sort of visual breakup between the two, just because I like it. And what's nice about these things is you do what you want because you're making it up as you go. I was going to make some sort of like shrubs or something around here, but then I thought, you know, a little fenced in yard would be kind of cool. So that's what we did there. So I'm not sure exactly here. Maybe some more rocks to match up and then come around to here and this will be boards. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to do some final detail work around this whole thing. Otherwise, I think we're done, uh, at least with the carving portion of this. And then we'll go ahead and I'll put some stain, some paint, um, gray, a little bit of whitewash on the siding, some slate gray up here, some of the stonework. We'll leave. I may not even put any whitewash on this. I may just leave this the wood color. After we do all the staining on it, it should be just fine. So let's go ahead and put some detail on here. All right, what do we think? There's the front. Pretty cool. Everywhere you look, there's something cool, something different. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put some stain on here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let this dry, and I'll come back and I'll do some a little bit of painting on this thing. Well, let's go ahead and get started on the painting. I don't believe this will take us too long, but yeah, let's go ahead and do a little brush up on this and see how we can do and make it look. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the painting. I think the first thing I'm going to do will be the stonework. So I'm going to mix my own. I'm going to mix my own gray and get the color I like. I'm going to start out with something a little bit darker, and I'm going to put it down in the crevices here, just like so. And I will water this down just a bit. It doesn't need to be super thick. I want it to be more of a wash look. And this could be messy. We don't need to worry about how clean it is and, you know, that kind of stuff. As long as we get it down there in those cracks. All right. I think that's okay. Now what I'm going to do is I have this antique brown over here is what it's called. It's brown. But I'm going to go ahead and put that on the steps because I want those to look like wood. And again, you'll notice it's okay that I had some gray on the steps. It's just fine. This stuff's just going to blend right in anyhow. It's going to give it depth. That way you don't have one complete, totally solid color. And you'll notice that I'm making this very wet. This I want it to go on very, very light, very watery, and I'd rather do it that way and build my color as I go. If I need it to go darker, we put another layer on. And you'll notice what this is doing is it's getting a lot of that darker color down into the crevices, which is where I really want it to be. Same here with the house. We're going to go ahead and get this so that we can get all that wooden planks to pop out. And that looked a little too dark, so I added just a bunch of straight water to it. And then I'm going to also dab a little bit of that off of there because I really just want it down in the cracks. I'm going to do the same up here. I want a little bit of a lighter gray. And I want to put a little bit of the brown into it. Give it just a little bit different of a look. And then what I'd like to do too, sometimes I will get like, I have a little butane torch kind of a thing. And I will darken the top up here. On the top of the chimney so that it does look like it's, you know, it's old, it's got soot on it, all that good stuff. But I think what I'm going to do this time is just use a little bit of black since it's so small. I could also see it just catching fire because it is just pine, it's pretty dry, and I'd just burn the whole thing right off. And that wouldn't be good. Just for some highlight, I'm going to put a little bit of red on it. Okay. Now, even lighter, and I'll go ahead and I'll go right over here, and I will get my stonework. Let that dry up a bit. And it may have been real hard to tell in the video. I tried to zoom in on this part, but these are actual bricks that I put in. All right, they're not actual bricks, you know what I'm saying. So there's that. Hopefully my gray stonework has dried enough that now I'll go in and I'm going to make a very, very light whitewash just to go over that whole thing like that. I do want to try to be careful and not get it on my steps this time, because they are more or less done. But if I do, I'm not real concerned. So I'm just going to put it so you have like some different tones. And I'll go ahead and come up here and I'll just get a little bit of darker right up in here, because I didn't quite get that. So now you can see we're starting to get a little bit of a stone look to it. And I'll just move around so I don't miss a spot. It's easy on a project like this one because it's twisting and turning and going all different sorts of ways to miss something. So if I stay on a level and I turn the piece, follow that level, then I should be okay. Should be. I'll just have to double check it all once we're done. Now I'll get this all into place. I'll come down here to where these are, because I did not do anything in here. And I'll get that stonework in there done. Now again, this is going to be all wet, so I can't dry brush over it. But I will do that. And then a little bit of the wood color again, this antique brown. Just come around with that. I'm also going to put some of the antique brown for the door. So we have that. Also this front door. Give it a little bit of a darker highlight there. Okay, so you see I went around here and I got this. That needs it the same way up here. So I'm going to get just a tiny bit of this and very carefully just touch on top. A little bit of darker down in here. So I'm going to look around, make sure I've gotten everything with a little bit of a touch of highlight on it. I'm going to just do a little bit of this on the house. And then lastly, we'll go ahead and we'll do the roof. Now, I have to do something with this part right here. I think all surfaces are now covered with something, except for the windows. I do see those. I think what I'll do is just put some white down in here. And did you just see how that, too much water, because that stuff just flew right along there. That's not at all what I wanted to have happen. So let's go a little drier, a little bit of reddish in there. I don't know why, just because I want to. I have it. I don't feel like going and getting any yellows or blues or any of that to put in here. We can call it the sunset reflection in the window. Okay, so here's where we are. This is what I've got at this point. And I'm going to say that that's pretty darn good. One thing I do want to do is I want to put a little bit of this across some of this, just to give it a little bit of some highlight with some of the wood showing through. Okay, so that is done.